All right, so just Saturday night, day two, final check-in. Um, so just before I kind of go over how today ended up turning out, ignore the helmet. No, you already know it worked. We got everything sorted out so far. We had a joyful ride, and I see why people were freaking out in 1985 when this thing came out. 'Cause this thing's a beast. So, but just kind of tie in today. I don't remember what I said this morning I was gonna do on the video, but what ended up happening. So we changed the oil, got fresh oil in there. What else have we do? We got the idle adjustment knob fixed. Um, what had happened? It turned out it had been unscrewed. It had come out of the threads entirely, or the guide that it screws into, and then comes out the other and actually pushes on the butterfly. Um, and so that was just sitting on the outside, so it needed to be screwed back in, but it needed some help. So a little bit of WD-40, honestly, got it going just fine. Forgot to put the fairing back on the side. Oh, well, I'm just gonna take it apart tomorrow. Pretty much, I've literally got 3.5 days that I want to turn this from a non-functioning, poorly tuned bike into a street-ready beast by end of 3.5 days. 'Cause Friday evening, today, tomorrow, and Monday. So Monday will probably be paperwork day, get the tag and stuff sorted out, insurance and stuff like that. So probably should have been riding it, but so got the oil change, got the idle adjustment knob fixed and tuned in a little bit. Was able to adjust the clutch a little bit to where it's a lot more usable. The fresh oil fixed the shifting issue, so I can get it into neutral. It takes a little bit of effort, but that's nothing I'm not used to. So this thing sounds phenomenal, guys. I'll let you hear it in the end of the video. But so yeah, what I did find out though, oh yes, also we changed all 4 spark plugs. I say we, that's me. It's all me. But replaced the spark plugs with brand new NGKs. Which the previous ones are NGKs, but got some sooty deposit build up, so pretty apparent what was going on. And it backs up my claims and my suspicions that it's running very lean. Because whoever did the engine work on the bike as far as the intake and exhaust, it's pretty much, I imagine that's where they stopped. Because what seems like has happened is they've done all this and haven't jetted the carbs enough or adjusted the idle mixture screws or anything like that to really compensate. So we've got a very lean bike right now. Issue I was running into was the throttle. If you blipped it at all, like just the slightest bit of throttle, unless it was very, very, very incremental, would pretty much cut the engine. And it was already running real rough, and so yeah, so that was fixed by adjusting the idle adjustment knob, because of course that essentially pushes the throttle open a little bit as you adjust it. So turning that down a little bit gave for, because it's naturally going to idle a little bit higher, and that's even at its unsteady idle. Crap, my mind is fried right now. I've just been at it all day. In fact, what time is it? It's about, I reckon it's about 9 o'clock. And I've been at it since about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So yeah, which then again, when we woke up this morning, it was snow out, so it was a little too icy to really sit out here and work on stuff, because that's the kind of thing, your knuckle gets busted up, it's pretty much you're ready to kill somebody. So I had to wait until it warmed up a tad bit, got back in the upper 30s. That's my comfort zone with all my layers and stuff. So, but right now it's running very, very lean. So I'm gonna looking and see what the proper jets are. I'm not sure what's in there. I assume it's probably gonna be stock. So I'm just not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna get some proper jets. I don't know what the rates are. I remember what it was for my 250. It's like the mains were like 105s or something. So I did replace the air filter with pod filters and did a 110 for each, and adjusted everything accordingly, and it ran awesome. So yeah, I don't know what the mains are on this, but I assume they're like 108s. Would sound about reasonable for a 600 4-cylinder 4-stroke. So we'll that'll probably be done tomorrow or at the latest Monday. Ideally not Monday though, because I want to be able to take it to work Tuesday or Wednesday. So I guess everybody's excited to hear the engine run. So she's warmed up, starts right up. Found out the speedo's accurate. It's nice. That's about the most I'm gonna be able to do because it's kind of late on a Saturday night and this isn't the most party happy neighborhood, so I'm gonna try to be a little respectful. But yeah, you can hear it kind of hangs a little bit. The throttle itself snaps back. It's just that's the engine, so that's why I didn't really want to ride it without the clutch being figured out, so I could at least have some kind of fail-safe aside from the brakes, you know, as far as removing the engine from the rear wheel. So guys, I love this thing, man. I have the utmost respect. I mean, this thing demands respect. This is man, just for anybody coming from a 250 like a 600, do it. This being an 85, you know, it was still back in the day, you know. This thing really does demand respect, though. I can't repeat that enough, but you know, I think this thing could have been tamed on the first try. You know, I wouldn't recommend this as a first bike at all, you know, but I think it could be managed by certain people. You know, my first bike was a 250 and properly so, and you know what, I'm glad I got it. You know, there's a lot of fundamentals and stuff that are impeccable for me, you know, that are no issue at all. You know, there's a lot of really technical skills and stuff that I've got that I think spending a lot of time on a 250 helped out with. So this thing is still a beast though. So I'm very happy with my GPZ, and I plan on giving it a lot more street time over the next 2 weeks, despite the cold. But that's usually solved with some windproof gloves, good clothing, layers, and a neoprene face mask. I think that's how you say it. The mesh stuff that like blocks wind. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. So tomorrow, this is the end of technically day 2. You know, first day was only like 4 or 5 hours of working. Today it was a good 8 hours under here. Something else, I figured out the cutouts to get to the spark plugs in the head are very, very narrow. So I figured it would be a 3/4. Which when I finally got a 3/4 socket, which I decided to get like a spark plug socket. You know, it's got the little rubber grommet to grab the spark plug and stuff. But it wouldn't fit, and so I was kind of frustrated because I've already been running around getting like small stuff here and there. So ended up just buying like 5 possible combinations, including this crap from AutoZone, Advanced Auto, whatever. Like it fit. It was still very pointless to use though. So I'll probably end up taking that back. One ended up working very well. I don't think it was that one. Where's the one? It wasn't this one because I bought 2. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to take back. Or I'll just hold on to maybe. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Yeah, 18 millimeter. Because it turns out 3/4 is a little over 19 millimeters, but 3/4 is a little big. 19 millimeters is still a little big as well, and it didn't fit, so it ended up working perfectly. It was an 18 millimeter deep socket spark plug wrench, spark plug socket. So it's got a little rubber grommet in there. That's nice because it grabs the electrode on the spark plug and pulls it out when you're done unscrewing it. So worked out really well. It really did. So it's been a very productive day, to say the least. I'd say the most productive thing is going to be that I was able to get a ride. More often than I do it. I told her I'd be riding it by the end of the night, so here I am. Good stuff. So tomorrow Sunday I'm about to go out, so I might not wake up too early tomorrow. Probably might start around 12, maybe 1 in the afternoon. So yep.